our special guest star, Andy Kaufman.
Thank you very much. I would like to do for you, first I'd like to thank the Friday's producers for giving me the opportunity to come back on the show after what I did last year. And I'd like to do for you now a character, I used to call this character the foreign man. He later evolved into the character now we see on Taxi every week called Latka.
Hello, thank you very much. I am very happy to be here. And right now I'd like to do for you the music record is called Mighty Mouse.
Listening for his call. Here I come to save the day. That means that Mighty Mouse is on the way.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. That was my character, Latka. And right now, I'd like to show you something. The last time I appeared in public was actually on this show, and it was last year. And I'd like to show you that clip from that. Because of last week's show, my job at Taxi is in jeopardy. My agent and myself are finding it very hard to convince other people in the show business community to hire me for other television shows. And maybe I went too far, I don't know. That's what most people are telling me. But I don't see anything wrong with trying to... That was pretty low point in my life, and as you could probably tell. Since then, I've gone through a lot of changes, and I would like to bring out the person who has helped me a great deal through these changes and been very close to me and very influential in my life. She's sings regularly on the Lawrence Welk Show, and she's a gospel recording artist. And she, I'd like to give her a plug. She has an album out, a new album out, and her name is Kathy Sullivan. I'd like to announce that Kathy and I are engaged, and thank you. Oh, we have no specific date set for the wedding, but it will be later. It will later be announced
I'm sure you're all wondering just how Andy and I ever got together. We met several years ago in the New York airport as we were both coming back to Los Angeles after having done some weekend jobs. And we sat together on the plane and kind of got to know each other, and that was really the beginning of a close friendship. And as Andy has said, I am a gospel singer, and I travel across the country on weekends singing Christian concerts. I am a Christian, and during this past year, as Andy and I, as our friendship has grown into a love for each other, I've had a chance to really share my faith with Andy, and there's been a big change in him. He has, in fact, himself recently become a Christian, and I just thank God that I was given the opportunity to not only help change his life, but to now be a part of it. And we'll probably end up with a bunch of little kids running around the house saying, "Thank you very much." We'd like to sing a song for you that really says just how Andy and I feel. It's called Home Again. Lord, it's me, I'm home again. Guess you've wondered where I've been. Well, I've been gone for quite a while, and I've missed the mark a mile, and I'm finding I don't know where to begin.
After all you've seen me do, I would think you'd say we're through. But now I can't believe my eyes that your arms are open wide. Can it be that I'm still loved by you?
I have played the part so well, I have sung the song.
I am sure that few could tell where my heart went wrong.
I have found a million things to slowly take your place, but I'm left with nothing more than just this empty space.
Now I can't believe my eyes that your arms are open wide. Can it be that I'm still loved by you?
Remembering all the joy we knew,
I'm back to what I know is true. For after all is said and done, my desires come down to one.
I'd be happy to be loved.
I'd be happy to be loved. I'd be happy to be loved by
you.
I've got to get more sleep. Okay, maybe I just took a nap. No, I can handle it. I told you, there's no loitering in the pharmacy. This is a respectable business.
You talking to me, pal?
Oh, hi. May I help you?
Okay, your video game's all hooked up.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, this is the new Star Invaders. You ever seen one of these?
Oh, yeah, I've seen these before. So that's where they come from.
All right, look, you want to sign this release form? I ain't got all day.
Yeah. Now, how much do I sell that for?
No, you don't sell it.
Oh, right. Yeah. Right. I won't sell it. I'll keep it. I'll keep it. And, oh, no. I don't need to sign. I got a rubber stamp here. See, drugs or us. That's me. It's a real time saver. What the hell? Al's Pastrami Palace.
Okay, good enough. Can I get a pack of cigarettes?
Cigarettes? This is a pharmacy. We don't sell bad habits. We sell medicine. I don't smoke, and look at me. Look out!
Look,
at least I've got my health.
Just give me a pack of cigarettes, okay?
Hold everything. I think I just swallowed my tongue. Oh, no, there it is. Just Mr. Throat playing a little game. I can handle it. I can handle it.
Okay, look, here's my service card, okay? You got any problems with that machine, give me a call, all right?
JJ's Video Games. I should call these guys. These are big business. Okay. Oh my God! What am I gonna do? She's beautiful!
Thank you. I'm kind of hoping that this prescription will make me even more beautiful than I already am.
Let me tell you something about beauty. Beauty is the cellophane wrapper on the candy bar of life. Whoa! That's the answer.
So you're a very perceptive man.
Could you please put out your cigarette?
I'm not smoking.
Because the smoke is really making me cough.
Yes, I know, but I'm not smoking.
Where the hell are those cough drops? Oh, now, may I help? What the hell? Suppository! I can handle it.
Yes.
I can handle it.
I'm sure you can, but I would like my pills, if you could get them for me.
Right!
Thank you.
Pills. Where is everything? Where is it? All right, I gotta get organized. I gotta get a computer. I'm sorry. I can't seem to find these right now. Could you come back when I get a computer?
You don't have them.
What the hell is that?
What?
That? What is this? It's a computer! What luck? Oh, it's an invasion. I can't hold them. I can't stop them. They're gonna land!
Hey, it's just a game.
Right, it's just a game. Right, there are no invaders.
right. And we're here to buy some safety pins.
Do you speak English?
What is this guy, some sort of weirdo?
Well, don't ask me. I'm in no position to make any judgments.
I don't care what you say. I'm not going with you. I'm a pharmacist and I am needed here on Earth. Oh, watch out! Watch out! They've got their laser beams and weapons! Doc, get out! Butterstein! Watch out! Everybody! I can handle it.
And now it's time for the pretenders. But before we bring them out, I'd like to... Wait, so before we bring them out, I'd like to say a few words about the sketch we just saw. Okay? Okay, let's hold it down. Let's hold it down. I just want to say a few words about the sketch we just saw. In this sketch, even though it's comedy and we're laughing about it, there's this man, the pharmacist, and he's taking a lot of drugs, and he's a troubled man. And the thing is, if we have troubles, we shouldn't be taking things into our bodies and trying to run away from our problems or escape from our problems. Now, it's just like if you have a pain in your hand or anywhere on your body, and you take something to numb the pain. Okay. Excuse me. No. Now, can you close the curtain, please? Okay. Oh, we're not going to get... Okay, now I just want to say these things, okay? We'll get to the pretenders. We'll get to the pretenders, don't worry. As I was saying, if you have a pain anywhere on your body, you take something to numb the pain. After that medicine wears off, you still feel that pain. It does not go away. The same way with a mental pain, any problems or stress, that's the same thing as pain. And when we take these drugs, like this man in the sketch was doing, it makes us so we don't feel the pain, but when the drug wears off, it's still there. And the thing to do is to look within, and try and conquer the pain. Gather strength. Wait, what? Okay. Okay. I've just been told that I talked a lot longer than I was planning on, so we're gonna have to go to commercial now. So, but anyway, I'm sorry. Okay. But what I was saying, I think.
This summer, President Ronald Reagan spent an entire month relaxing at his ranch near Santa Barbara, California. Not since Calvin Coolidge has any sitting president been absent from Washington for such a lengthy period of time. Clearly, this was no ordinary month in the country.
A Friday edition special report. Ronald Reagan, how he spent his summer vacation. Here is your correspondent, Melanie Chartoff.
In one bold stroke, Ronald Wilson Reagan has assured himself a place in history. His month in Santa Barbara will be discussed and debated by scholars of presidential vacations for years to come, taking its rightful place alongside such memorable presidential holidays as Rutherford B. Hayes' package tour of the Cayman Islands, William Howard Taft's frequent visits to the Poconos, and Warren G. Harding's reputed lost weekend in a hotel in Baltimore. However, there is more to the Reagan vacation than meets the eye. Joining me now are Reagan vacation conspiracy theorists, Mr. Dick Gregory and Mr. Mort Saul. Welcome, gentlemen. Now, gentlemen, you question the official version of Reagan's vacation. Is that so?
Well, that's right, Melanie. You know, first of all, you have to take into account the Libyan incident. You see, according to press reports, President Reagan slept through the entire crisis, despite attempts made long distance to awaken him.
Right. And if you couple that with the fact that only someone with a negative IQ could spend an entire month in Southern California without working, you've got the basis of a dandy cover-up here.
You see, well, Melanie, we have proof that President Reagan slept through the entire month.
That's right, Melanie. We have Reagan's entire month on the ranch on videotape.
Right. You see, Reagan had secretly installed an elaborate videotaping system in the ranch, you know. See, it was designed to operate whenever he was in the room. See, he said it was for historical purposes, but frankly, I think the dude just likes to look at himself, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, through a special process, we've had the tape speeded up so that we can see Reagan's entire month vacation in 2.5 minutes.
Well, let's take a look at that footage right now.
All right. Now, this is the first week. Now, this is the second week right here. Now, here coming up, you're going to see the Secret Service playing a trick on Reagan while he's in the bathroom there. They're going to short sheet his bed. Back, fantastic footage. Now, right here, this is Secretary in the Interior Watt getting Reagan to sign a strip mine bill. Fantastic. All right, okay, this is it. They're trying to wake him for the Libyan crisis, and as you can see, he sleeps right through it. So, now, as you can see, after a month of sleep, Reagan appears to be healthy and able to put in his full 3-hour workday again.
Well, regardless, it is a shocking document, if it is to be believed. I want to thank you so much, gentlemen, for bringing this footage to our attention. What is the real story behind President Reagan's month-long vacation? We leave you to draw your own conclusions, but this much is certain. It was a paid vacation. I'm Melanie Chartoff. Stay tuned later in this broadcast for part 2 of the Friday edition with a report on the Medfly controversy. Gentlemen, we never would have thought
of it. And now, here are the Pretenders!
To go out. She's desperate and lonely. She's putting it about. Look at the spinster coming down off the shelf. She's in love. She hates herself.
Yes?
Table for 4, please.
And do you have reservations?
Yes, we're the Duncans, 8:30.
Duncan's, 8:30. Yes. Sir, excuse me, I'm afraid you and your family will not be permitted to dine with your hats on. Please, let me check them for you.
No hats in the dining room?
No hats in the dining room.
Sir, my family and I, we must wear our hats. You see, we're a family whose genitals are on top of our heads.
One moment, please. Excuse me. They won't take their hats off. This is Madame Laplage.
Yes, how do you do? I'm sorry, we do not allow hats while dining.
But didn't the gentleman explain to you about the hats?
No, he did not.
We're a family whose genitals are on top of our heads.
We really are, Madame Laplage. The children will vouch for us.
Yes, we are.
Everything's up here.
Everything's up here.
You may wear your hats. God bless you.
Very much. Thank you. I really appreciate this. Thank you.
Isn't this exciting, children?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Everybody can have anything they want.
Oh, goody.
Thank you.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, my wife and I are paying quite a bit of money to dine here, and would appreciate it if you'd take off your hats.
We've got genitals on top of our heads.
Look, I'm terribly sorry.
You couldn't have known.
I had no. I'll tell my wife, please. I'm sorry. I feel like a.
Can we have anything we want for dessert, too? Yes, you may. Anything at all.
Oh, super.
This is a ridiculous situation. Excuse me. Pardon me. Do you find it necessary to dine with your hats on? I think this is ridiculous. I'm paying excellent prices.
Okay, just hold on a second. Can I just have your attention, please? Just hold a minute. This family is wearing those hats for one reason and one reason only. They have their genitals on top of their heads. And I think we all owe them an apology.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter where your genitals are, as long as you have them.
This is the Friday edition with your correspondent, Melanie Chardoff.
Good evening. I'm Melanie Chardoff, and these are tonight's top stories. Some 300 million people saw Wednesday night's welterweight championship fight between Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns. We're very privileged to have the first very livest interview with the two fighters since their bout. Gentlemen, good evening.
Good evening, Melanie. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Melanie.
I said good evening, gentlemen.
Oh, good evening, Melanie. I'm sorry, I'm getting some interference here.
Well, how about you, Sugar Ray? Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you fine, Melanie.
And how about you, Tommy? Can you hear me all right now?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you a little bit better now.
Great, all right. Let's get to the questions. Now, how do you feel now that it's 3 days after the fight?
You want me to answer that first, Melanie?
Oh, well, actually, I was speaking to Sugar Ray. But it doesn't matter. You can go ahead and answer it, Tommy.
I feels all right, Melanie.
Good. And you, Sugar Ray?
Oh, I just feel fine too, Melanie.
Good. So, Tommy, are you looking forward to the rematch?
Yes, Melanie, and next time it's going to be different. You're right, sucker. Next time I'm going to knock you out in the 5th round. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Says who? Says me. Oh, yeah?
Well, gentlemen,
yeah.
Thank you very much for being with us this evening. This week's Friday Focus deals with the Mediterranean fruit fly controversy, and here with that report is our correspondent, Mary Edith Burrell.
Everyone knows the result of medfly infestation in California this summer. Vital fruit crops had to be quarantined, and then the federal government ordered aerial pesticide spraying. Upon discovery of the first medfly, Governor Brown decided to introduce impotent medflies into the infestation area, thus crossbreeding a harmless fly and avoiding the use of pesticides. Dr. Gene Hinton was in charge of the Chansey sterilization plan. Those close to Gene noticed his misgivings from the project's beginning. We stopped Dr. Hinton after one medfly operation.
I don't know if I cut the right tube or not. It's so small. I don't know. All we can do is hope.
Sure enough, potent medflies were later discovered. Then the official infestation area spread. Experts blame this on unknowing travelers who somehow pick up a medfly along the road leading through the infested part of the state. Even the most innocent-looking had to comply with the extravagant medfly detection procedures.
Ma'am, come back here, please. We're going to have to look in the purse.
Most roadside searches, however, uncover only harmless insects, such as these icky cockroaches. As a last resort, Governor Brown decided to use force on the medflies. An elite team of police were called into action. The mission was an unusual one, but vital for the survival of the state's fruit crop. But efforts by the Special Weapons Attack Team proved futile as well. Nothing seems to stop the medfly. Nothing. From the scene of what we hope will be the last medfly sighting, this is Mary Edith Burrell reporting.
And we'll be right back right after this message.
He's a ruthless man without emotion. A professional assassin willing to kill anyone for the right price. But he's also a physician, a dedicated doctor who is able to treat the people he didn't quite kill.
Get out of the way, stay calm. Where you going? Please, let me through. I'm a doctor.
His bullet may have your name on it, but so does his stethoscope.
Looks like somebody's out to get you, pal.
He maims him, then he heals him. Assassin MD, coming this fall.
You know, here at the Friday edition, we like to give equal representation to the small town events that go on in this country. And probably no town better represents the heartland of America than Pitkin Ville, Montana. Here with this week's Pitkin Ville report is correspondent Rich Hall. Welcome back, Rich.
Well, over the summer, various parts of the country suffered their usual series of droughts and floods and tornadoes, etc. But no town was more victimized than Pitkin Ville. For this innocent town, it was just one disaster after another. And frankly, some of the residents are beginning to wonder where it's all going to end. The town has always been known as a town with a temperate climate, which, combined with its big pigs, and hard-working people, clean air, makes it an ideal tourist spot. But this summer, it found itself caught in the grip of one of the strangest meteorological phenomenons known to man, the Pitkin Ville winds. It's a horrible, horrible, some sort of strange occurrence that no one can explain, but wreaked havoc through the town and spawned another disaster, forest fires. As a matter of fact, here at the Pitkin Ville Tree Farm, firemen were surveying the burnt shrubbery when, without warning, totally out of control, the winds struck again. Unbelievable. Of course, not all the disasters were natural. Several were man-made. Here at the year-round ski resort, some sort of snowmaking machine went out of control, and buried several hapless skiers. An avalanche of 120 degrees snow. I don't know about you, but it's no way to spend a ski weekend as far as I'm concerned. Well, out at Lake Pitkin Ville, home of the world's largest beach ball, there was that July medfly invasion that occurred. Actually, there was only one fly, but it was huge, unbelievably obnoxious, and allegedly attacked an innocent bather. Thing still hasn't been tracked down. Well, who can forget that earthquake that struck during a hopelessly mismatched football game between the Pitkin Ville Panthers and the Missoula Giants? You didn't even notice that the quake. There it is. You can see they're not even aware there's a quake going on. The fans were aware of the earthquake, though, and were battered, beaten, and bruised for what seemed like an eternity. All except for one spectator apparently had St. Vitus dance or something, didn't even notice the quake. The epicenter was on the outskirts of town at the Marfus Pinkerton Tobacco Farm. Here's Marfus surveying his crops when, out of nowhere, the earth opens up and swallows it. Oh. And finally, most spectacular, Mount Pitkin Ville, the world's only active volcano that erupted with unbelievable fury. Look at this footage. Watch this. It's just spectacular. There it is. And, lava and giant diced carrots for miles. Oh. The residents are shocked, frightened, dismayed, but it has brought them closer together, and quite frankly, I think there are better people for it. I'm Rich Hall. That's this report for the Pitkin Ville this weekend. Don't try these jokes at home. Thank you.
And finally, thank you, Rich. And finally, no, seriously, a personal note. Now, readers of Playboy may have noticed that a picture of me appears in the current issue under the heading, Breast of the Month. Now, I have been roundly criticized by some of my peers in the journalistic community. They claim that as a result, I can no longer be taken seriously as a newscaster. Now, I would just like to point out to my detractors that I am not the first newscaster to pose for this kind of picture. I hope this settles it. I'm Melanie Chardoff. Have a good weekend.
This has been the Friday edition with your correspondent, Melanie Chardoff.
Very private people now. Come on, give me. Oh, Mr. Duty. Right this way, Mr. Duty. Say hello to the pretenders, Mr. Duty. That's all right, everybody. It's just Howdy Doody paying his respects to the pretenders. Duty's a very big rock fan, you know. Duty loves rock. Oh, yeah. Duty's a big rock fan. Get back. Come on, get back.
I'd like to do for you right now an audience participation number. You know, are you all familiar with Old MacDonald? Or okay, well, you know Old MacDonald and the conga drum number. Usually I have people come up on the stage to do my audience participation numbers, but today I'd like to come down to where you are. So this is sort of a name game. What I'll do is I'll sing the phrase using my name, and when I hand, just one at a time, I'll hand one of each of you the microphone, and then you sing the same way I did, only use your own name where I used my name. Okay? Here we go. My name is Andy Kaufman, Kaufman, Kaufman. My name is Andy Kaufman. Who are you?
My name is Constance Smith. Smith. My name is Constance Smith. Who are you?
And who are you?
My name is David Boner. I don't know how to sing. My name is David Boner. Who are you?
Okay, a little shy there. Okay. And let's see. And who are you?
My name is Laura Marcus. Come on. Laura Marcus. Who
Very good. Okay, let's see. And who are you?
My name is Daniel Tahaney. Who are you? Tahaney, Tahaney. It's Daniel Tahaney. Who are you?
Very good. Okay, let's see. Okay, and who are you?
My name is Carol Taylor. Taylor, Taylor. My name is Carol Taylor. Who are you?
Very good, very good. And now you know our names, our names, our names. And now you know our names, and we love you. Right now, with sincere apologies for any inconvenience that I may have caused them during my last introduction, here are the Pretenders.
The reason we're here is man and woman is to love each other, take care of each other. Love walks in the room. Everybody stand up. Oh, it's good, good, good. Like Brigitte Bardot. Now look at the people in the streets, in the bars. We all of us in the gutter. Some of us are looking at the stars. Look round the room. Life is unkind. We fall, but we keep getting up. Over and 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 over. Me and you, every night, every day. We'll be together, always this way. Eyes on blue, like the hypnotic. Talk to me, darling, with a message of love. The reason we're here, every man, every woman, is to help each other, stand by each other. Love walks in the room. Everybody stand up. Oh, it's good, good, good. Say I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Talk to me, darling. Talk to me, darling.
And now, on the Friday edition Late Break,
Welcome to Late Break. In California this week, thousands of protesters descended upon Diablo Canyon in an effort to halt the opening of the nuclear reactor there. Now, at this point, nearly 900 people have been arrested at the site of the controversial facility, which is located along a major earthquake fault line. Standing by with a live report is our seafaring correspondent, Captain John Synapse. Captain John?
Well, sing a song, yeah? Well, I'm here at Diablo, a warm, balmy night with the crickets and stars and the snakes. You can hear a pin drop, all the campers are sleeping, some guy just threw up in his tent. They're expecting big trouble, the media's ready, the minicam crews and the lights. I just saw Jane Pauley, that big shot reporter. She's nothing to see without makeup. They've built this reactor, it's concrete and steel, now they're ready to gas up the core. They'll shove some plutonium deep in the bowels and hope that the sucker don't blow. Yeah, they'll tear up the ground and they'll blast out the worms, all the ferrets and weasels get crushed. Then the contractors come and they lay down the cesspools. The air smells like a bad Chinese meal. Yeah, these liberals arrive in ecology vans. They're all stuffed with granola and tofu. Then they pass out their buttons and sign their petitions and then throw out Jackson Brown to sing a couple of songs. Yeah, big confrontation. It's 400 hippies, some rally to chant a few songs. Then they're chained to a fence and the cops will march in, and I'd really like to get 5 minutes alone with that Jane Pauley. All the fault lines and tremors, the building goes on, so they put up the place on a crack. One good heave from the ground and the rods will melt down and you'll all be belching uranium flakes. I've seen these reactors, they stink like a herring, they blow out the waste all to sea. Then the chromosome juggling, the bluefish with earlobes, the oysters get cramps and make bubbles. Then the clams all throw up and they float to the top and the sharks get a pain in their groin. Then they swim on their side and they drop eggs in the mud and the crabs go along for the ride. So the riot squad comes and they don't take no crap. They're all blonde Irish starkers with clubs. They make $4 an hour and they smash a few kidneys, then go home and beat on their wife. So come here, Johannes. So come here, Johannes. Where are you, Johannes? Get up here, you. So come here, Johannes, you little green pinhead. It's time to get back to the ship. Get back to the ship. Let these milk-drinking, land-loving fools have their day. If they don't know by now, it's too late. It's a new 3 Mile. Is it a new 3 Mile Island they're building there now? I think we should leave this place fast. So we'll hoist up the sails and we'll catch a stiff wind with Jane Pauley raised high on the mast.
Thank you, Captain, and that's our Friday edition Late Break. Good night.
And then she said, if I never see another bottle of Dom Perignon, it'll be too soon.
Their clothes are right, their conversation's right, but is their headache pain reliever right? Now, from Giovanni comes Le Pill, the designer aspirin for the willied person who suffers from today's modern headache. These simple white pain relievers with the elegant new shape of the 80s are proven effective in combating the discomfort, the agony of the contemporary headache. Le Pill, the designer aspirin for the discriminating few who won't take just anything, in better medicine cabinets everywhere.
Oui, oui, mangez le pill. Oui, oui, mangez le pill.
And now, once again, the Pretenders.
yesterday. Said in hell, he got married and they moved away. 'Cause they had nothing left to say. Yeah! You with the glasses. See you later. You'll find love on a rockin' man. I'm gonna dig it one more time. It's coming back. Yeah! Hey, hey, hey! Move so fast. Yeah, I wanna see you sing. Oh, kinda aqualine. Yeah, baby, something in style. Smells so good. Yeah, and your shirt's always pressed. You're gonna rest inside my baby. Yeah, I'm on the roster. And the way he made his back, I missed in the heart of mine. Make a move, don't let it get dark. And I'll be back out in the night time. Yeah! Let's get on out of here now. Let's go!
La música de los Blue Oyster Cult. And now back to la música, mais un momento por una anunciamientos spectaculares. Buenos stock cars. Sunday, domingo, los National Speedway. El stock car spectaculares. 5 millones chinos y fríos. El Fórmula 1. Chichi Rodríguez y los K-Car Injecto. Batman Alberto Fender Bender Arroyos y los Ball de los Fire. Domingo, los 5 car crack-up, los automobilos del Death. Domingo, los National Speedway. Domingo, los Grudge Match, el Funny Cars. Chichi Rodríguez, Alberto Arroyos. Domingo. El Funny Cars. Tiquitos, $5, $8 y $15 por el Grandstandos. Domingo. El Derby de Demoliciones, el Drag Race Spectaculares. Hurry! Gracias, Carlos. Los races de los Speedway Nacionales. And now back to la música de los Boston Pops.
Hi, Dad. How you doing?
What is this? What do you want here?
I thought I'd stop by and see if maybe we could work things out.
I have nothing to work out with you. I don't want you in my house. Now get out.
What happened? You're in a wheelchair. You all right?
This is none of your business.
Well, you had an accident. What happened?
I don't have to tell you anything about this. Now you get out.
Why are you talking to me with this stupid accent?
Stupid? You have no right to come up here and talk to me like some bum on the street.
You know what's going on between us? I mean, you know...
I want you out.
Oh, I take it Mom's not home, huh? Is it...
What?
What, is she working all day today or something?
Where are you going? Your mother's not here. What are you doing?
Just get myself an apple and orange. Is that all right with you?
Put that back, you filthy scum.
Oh, hey, look, I don't need you yelling at me like this, Dad.
You're no son of mine.
Oh, okay, then what am I?
You're a bum.
Oh, okay.
You're a rotten, good-for-nothing bum.
Hey, look, I'm trying to find a job, so get off my back.
Hello, police? This bum out of my house. I don't want him here.
Give me the phone.
What? Help me!
Give me the phone.
Help! No!
Give me the phone.
No!
Give me the phone.
No!
You let go of it.
No!
That's stupid. That's really stupid what you're doing. Stop it. Look, I didn't come here to fight with you. I came here to relate to you. You and I have to start relating. Do you understand that?
No.
We don't recognize each other. You don't know who I am. You know who I am? Because we're so far apart. You want to know why I'm so screwed up in the world out there? You want to know why? Because I don't have a working relationship with you. Can you understand that? You and I have to start communicating. Now, how are we going to do that? I want to know how we're going to do that. Yes.
Is everything okay? I heard some shouting.
Call the police. Tell them to get this bum out of here.
Look, I haven't seen my father in a while. We're just having an argument, that's all.
Oh, well, as long as there's no trouble.
No,
Please don't go.
No trouble at all. I'm sorry you have to see us like this. But there's no trouble, okay? Goodbye.
Okay.
Bye. It's
If
fine.
everything's okay.
It's fine.
I
Goodbye.
understand.
Stop it! Why are you doing this to me? Why are you trying to hit me?
Dad! Dad, I love you. I love you, Dad. I love you. Look at me. I want you to look at me. Look at me. What do you see? Who am I? Look at me. I'm your... Say it. Who am I?
You're the devil!
Look at my hair. I got brown hair and you've got blonde hair. I mean, you got blue eyes and I've got... I got brown eyes. You're not my father.
Of course I'm not your father!
Oh, I mean, you look like the apartments in the building.
Get out! Go away!
I'm going through a lot of changes.
Away!
Well, I'd like to thank you all for being such a wonderful audience. And I'd like to right now sing for you one of my favorite gospel songs called By and By. Well, children, by and by, oh, when the morning comes, all the saints have come together at home. We will tell the story of how we overcome, and we'll understand it better by and by. Trials knock on every hand, and we cannot understand the ways God will lead us to the blessed promised land. He will guide us with his eye, and we'll follow till we die, and we'll understand it better by and by. Oh, children, by and by, oh, when the morning comes, all the saints have come together at home. We'll tell the story of how we overcome, and we'll understand it better by and by. Temptations, hidden snares often take us unaware, and lead for some pointless word or deed, and we wonder why the test when we try to do our best, and we'll understand it better by and by. Oh, children, by and by, oh, when the morning comes, all the saints
David. I'd like to thank this week's guest, Andy Kaufman. Congratulations to you and Kathy Sullivan. Thanks for being on the show. And thanks for the Pretenders. And we hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks very much.